Wednesday, August 7th, 2019. Just gonna make a try to make a quick video. How to load a super pot here. What I got here is some lava rock, just regular, you know, landscape rocks. They're kind of heavy. They're gonna make a filter on the bottom. Then I want to cover and kind of get all the holes blocked with those. And also I have some chunk perlite I could add to that. I've got some coarse perlite, they call it, I can add. But I'm going to try to get some chunk charcoal in the bottom. That's going to help keep the stones from shifting around in there. And it's a little less expensive than these bags of, especially this chunk, this big chunk stuff's about $50, $55 a bag. It's the cheapest I found it. This is just charcoal you get at the Walmart or your Home Depot or whatever. You can get, this is like a 35-pound bag for 16 bucks. And I crush this up in this pot with a shovel and get it a little bit finer than that. Of course, you could throw a whole block chunk in the bottom, it wouldn't matter. Carbon biochar is a pretty fundamental component. So what I do is I just get the bottom couple inches covered in there. It kind of gives a little area, it gives a little place for the water to help drop out of there. Alright, then I got some other mix. Where's my other mixes here? I guess I used that one up. I've got some worm. See all these worms in here? This is from my worm bin. I would like to see a little more food in there for them, like some squash or, but there's a lot of eggshells. There's some food, some eggshells and some, I don't know, pieces of old vegetable. Oh, they love avocado. So anyways, we get our little layer going in there. Then over here I've got some peat moss with perlite already mixed in it. And I want to get a little more charcoal going in that actually. I want to have a mix of perlite and charcoal. So dig down in there, get some of that finer charcoal, and I'll mix that in with that. Now also you got to make sure you got to get about a third of this volume filled with these worms. So all these worms are going to go in here too. And then I fill in with a little bit of charcoal, a little bit of perlite, a little bit of, now you can use cocoa fiber too. I got some cocoa coming next week. And so we're just going to dump all these worms in here. The avocado pit will hold that back. Got a good layer of everything going in there. And you see, I'm not making it a homogenized mix. There's kind of like layers and pockets, and a little bit more charcoal here, a little bit more fill there. So it's going to give the worms a little bit of work. I'm going to put some more in there. And that's just kind of how I do it. And try to keep some charcoal going through there. Make your other mix. And I'll pull these chunks back out and grind them up some more if I need to. You can also screen this out. Makes it handy when you're mixing your perlite. Alright, so there's a nice little mix. Where's a plant here? Here's a plant. It's not really a plant yet. This is one of my Seneca seeds that didn't really pop up. It's in there. I don't want to bang it around too much. There's the seed. It's got a little tiny top on it, but it's not like shooting up like some of the other ones did. But I'm going to put it in here and see if is that a root now? Oh yeah, look at that. There's a root right there curling around. Ooh, and this is really fragile. Let's see if I can get it in here without making a mess out of it. But it's gonna well, that could have gone worse or better. Either way, that's not so bad. I think we did good. All right, and there's a worm right next to it. Put a worm right on it. There you go, buddy. Make friends with their bamboo. Worms and bamboo are like magic together. Well, worms with anything, really. These are African night crawlers, in case you haven't followed and seen my worms before. I paid $40 for a pound, or oh no, I lost my seed in there. There it is. I paid $40 for this pail of worms, and I thought, wow, that was a lot. But as soon as you start feeding them, you got twice as many worms. So there you go. That's my super pot. Tons of organic matter and worms and charcoal. The end.